And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching SCSN, and today we are in the Solano Gymnasium watching the visiting Mendocino Eagles take on your Solano Falcons. My name is Brian Nelson, and joining me today in the broadcast booth, two first-timers to men's basketball, Kareem Walton and Marfell Bluford. Guys, how are you doing?
Good, man. How's it going, Brian?
So, Kareem.
I'm doing good in yourself.
I'm doing fabulous. The women's game just ended. Women won 70-39, so I'm in a pretty good mood.
Yeah.
Hopefully Solano's men can duplicate the same.
Definitely.
So, Kareem, what do you think the key to the game is for Solano to pull out a victory?
Well, for Solano, they need to get out with a fast start, show some energy. I mean, last game against Marin, they came out flat, didn't see a lot of energy, so I think they need to get the ball moving and try to start to get some plays on the block.
And Marvell, how about for the Mendocino side? What do the Mendocino men have to do to win this game?
I think to win this game, they're going to have to show up in the front court and make sure they out-rebound the opposing team. And if they can get a couple of three-pointers in there, I think they should be just fine.
And Mendocino shoots a lot of three-point shots. You'll see that throughout the game. That's what the stat books tell us. So it should be an exciting game. Mendocino is coming off a couple losses, so they are coming in with a record of 7-10. Solano won their last game against Alameda and bring that record to 4-12. And Donovan Smith, he had the game of his season. 33 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 for 9 on three-point shots. If he can duplicate that effort today against Mendocino, Solano could pull out a victory.
Definitely they can. I mean, Donovan Smith had a spectacular game, as you stated. Great from the field on threes. And he needs to come out and see if he still has that hot hand to get Solano off to a great start.
So it looks like the stars from Mendocino are Noel Crabtree, Michael Escobedo, Paul Stalega, Chris Ketter, and Joe Valdez. Starting for Solano is Donovan Smith, J.T. Robinson, LeJean Sewell, Corey Cox, and Kyle Osterstock, who you'll see jumping the ball against Chris Ketter. And Chris Ketter taps it back to Stalega, and we are off. So Mendocino has the ball.
And right off the bat, we see the Falcon men are man-to-man.
So Crabtree is fouled by J.T. Robinson, or Sewell, rather. So one quick foul on the men's side, overplaying the ball handler.
And at the beginning of the game, you're going to get that, a lot of energy, amped up a little bit. So let's see if they can settle down into this man-to-man D.
Good out-of-bounds play. Good look for Noel Crabtree. Donovan Smith with the rebound, bringing the ball up the court. Time for a transition. Passes it to Sewell. Sewell to Robinson. Robinson drives to his right, kicks it to Osterstock. Set shot for three. No good. Tipped out of bounds, and it is Mendocino ball.
Good effort by Corey Cox. He was able to get his hands on the ball, but wasn't able to keep it in bounds.
So Stalega, the standout point guard for Mendocino, averages 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists a game. That is a very impressive stat, considering that Solano only averages 7.5 assists as a team. And Donovan Smith steals the ball and puts it off the backboard, and no good. But Corey Cox with the follow through. And
very good hustle for Solano basketball team. They're going to need to continue to do that all night if they want to have a shot at this game.
Good second effort from Corey Cox. And Escobedo with the three. It is long, and Donovan Smith, a very good rebounding guard with the rebound, pushing it up tempo, but then dribbling it back out.
Yeah, and he kind of has the build of a Rondo, gets up the court with rather ease.
Very quick, a lot of fast twitch muscles on Donovan Smith. Very good athlete.
Definitely.
So Sewell passes to J.T. Robinson. Look for the three, but that is a problem that Solano had in his last game. 3 turnovers like that, that's a travel.
Yeah, early turnovers will hurt you, and you have to keep the possessions and get full value out of your possessions. Ill-advised turnovers like that will kill you down the stretch of a game.
So Crabtree looking for a guy to pass to, passes to Escobedo, dumps it into Chris Ketter in the post, squares up, Cox goes to his right, little hook shot is no good. Battle for the ball, Ketter passes it to Stalega. Stalega drives, kicks it out to Valdez. Crabtree for 3, hits it.
Crabtree with a nice 3 at the top of the key there, in motion.
Donovan Smith with a pull-up 3 in response, and it is good.
And Donovan still has that hot hand from the previous game. No hesitation in that shot by Smith.
Stalega gathers the ball after it goes off of Osterstock's leg. Escobedo for 3. It is no good. Oshostak with the outlet pass to Donovan Smith, and Smith is off and running. And he looked to drive, but decided to pull it back out on Crabtree.
Slow it up a little bit.
Early on, we're seeing Solano show up with a lot of energy tonight, and Mendocino also showing up with the same. I think this will be a very good matchup tonight.
Very competitive atmosphere here in the Solano Gymnasium. Corey Cox, though, with another mental mistake. Second travel of that variety.
Yeah, and you can't have those type of turnovers, as I alluded to earlier. Those are kill. You got to maximize your possessions and lower all the turnovers that you're doing early in the game.
So in for Mendocino is Blaine Amos replacing Joe Valdez. Marvell, what do you think the Solano players have to do to stop making mental mistakes like that?
You know what? As soon as they grab the rebound or get the ball, they need to hurry up and get to the other side and then kind of slow it down, go through their progressions, and just focus on getting the points.
Donovan Smith with a risky overplay. Gets it to Ketter for three, and it is good.
Nice corner three by Ketter there. Wide open. Good ball movement by the Mendocino man.
Chris Ketter.
Already we're seeing Mendocino put up the three-point shots. Solano's going to have to do an excellent job trying to stop that.
But a great backdoor cut from LeJean Sewell, and that's an easy bucket. Solano needs a lot of that tonight.
Definitely. Great pass by Corey Cox. Seen him on the back cut, got him an easy bucket.
That's the type of ball movement we've been missing from our previous game here at SCSN. We didn't see a lot of ball movement.
No, they were very stagnant in that game. I mean, the Marin man came in here and ran them out the gym, basically, in their own gym. You didn't see a lot of effort, no camaraderie in that game. But this game here, I see a lot more effort, a lot more spirit, and let's see if they can stay in this first half of this game.
I think that win against Alameda really inspired this team, brought them closer together. They're playing a lot better cohesively.
Exactly.
So Donovan Smith up and under. A little circus shot there, no good. Chris Ketter rebounds it, pushes it up the court, gets it to Stalega. Stalega travels. He looked it to pass Escobedo in the quarter, but decided to take it to the hole, but nope, too many steps.
Too many steps. Move those feet before the ball went down. But as you said earlier in pregame, we talked about Cox with the ball. He's sometimes out of control. He's going to have to control that and try to get his other players involved.
Yeah, a lot of athleticism on this team. Learning to keep that athleticism under control is a big thing in these growth of these young men. JT Robinson spots up for three, and it is good. Blaine Amos not able to close out on that defensive set for Mendocino.
JT Robinson is going to be one of the key players for tonight's game if Solano wants to win. He's excellent three-point shot, and he can take it in the hole.
Yeah,
we're going to need him to have a big night.
This year he's averaging 8.8 points a game, 2.1 rebounds, and 1.1 assists. JT, one of the solid members of the Solano Falcon team. Escobedo for three is no good. Osterstock with the rebound. Smith up and pushing the tempo. Smith to Cox. Cox over to Sewell. Sewell looking for Osterstock up top. Hands it to JT Robinson. They are initiating their offensive set. They get it to Cox in the low block. Goes up and under. Passes it out to Osterstock. Cox drives on Ketter, gets the hoop. No, he doesn't. Just gets the foul. Gonna say the hoop for the foul.
Yeah, good drive to the right side by Cox there. The ball wasn't able to go in, but let's see if he could get two freebies at the line.
Last game against Alameda, Corey Cox went to the line 10 times, making 7 of his free throws in that win against Alameda.
Right now, we're seeing a lot of good passing from Solano, and I think one of the key things to this game is if they can pass the ball and find the wide open man and get those easy shots in.
That'll lead to some success. So Corey Cox off the back of the rim for his first free throw attempt.
Yeah, and he's averaging 14 points this year, 3 rebounds and an assist. So let's see if he can do some of that, have some of that consistency here in this game today.
He's the second leading scorer for the Solano Falcons. Does a little bit of everything. He's playing the 4 right now. Probably has a size more typical of a small forward, but he doesn't complain. He does his job. Chris Ketter, in the meanwhile, goes up and under for the good hoop from Mendocino.
Good baseline move by Ketter there, the up and under move with the finesse, looking like a George Gervin.
Mendocino gets a turnover there on the zone. Stalega searching for opportunities, passes to Escobedo. Escobedo hits the 3.
Right now, Solano's going to want to focus on Michael Escobedo. He's going to be the three-point shot.
And when you get back on D, you have to find the shooters. They're going to be lagging on the right side angles. And Escobedo was wide open for that three there.
And you see how Stalega gets that many assists, just drives and kicks it out to the good three-point shooters. Three-point shot from Osterstock is short. Donovan Smith hustles for the ball, saves it, but into the hands of Chris Ketter. Ketter pushes it to Stalega. Stalega over to Escobedo. He shoots another three, and it is off. Rebounded by number 5, Snell. Joshawn Snell.
Right now we're seeing Mendocino play with a lot of speed and getting aggressive towards the basket.
Speaking of aggressive, JT Robinson with an aggressive move to his right. Blows by Blaine Elmos for the layup.
Great move by JT Robinson. He was able to get into the teeth of the defense and get a high percentage layup.
I think that was a good recognition of a mismatch.
Definitely.
Chris Ketter not able to get that layup, and it goes out of bounds, so it'll be Solano ball. So in for Solano is number 50, big Andre Usher. Also checking in is number 10, Andre Brinston. So it looks like the backcourt for Solano will be Brinston and Snell with Donovan Smith, Andre Usher, and Corey Cox.
And let's see
Falcons.
if the guys off the bench could come up and keep the same energy that the starters had.
Yes, Stars had good energy. Donovan Smith for three, shoots it long, rebounded by Chris Ketter, out to Paul Stalega. Stalega gets a screen from Ketter, goes right, looking for the back cut, and it is a good layup from Demetrius Johnson.
That was an excellent cut by Demetrius Johnson. Very good communication between teammates, was able to make the cut, get the ball, and take the layup in.
And Stalega with a good pass on the baseline there. He kind of reminds me of a young John Stockton.
That was very good rhythm on that pass, too. Got him right in the breadbasket. Got him nice rhythm layup.
Exactly.
Snell, in the meantime, goes for a three-point shot, and it rattles out. Stalega now for Mendocino. Crosses over Snell, drives the basket. Ends up in the hands of Johnson. Johnson over to Crabtree. Chris Ketter blocked. So he gets the foul, apparently. So a foul on Andre Usher.
What?
Hooping the foul.
Right now, Chris Ketter's doing a tremendous job tonight. He's able to use his body and maneuver around and get the open baskets.
Yeah, and a good move there on the block by Ketter. You have to understand, though, if you're going to foul a man, make sure he doesn't get the ball up on the glass. Now he has opportunity for a three-point play.
Chris Ketter is the leading scorer for the Mendocino Eagles. He takes the most shots on the team, and he's a returning sophomore. He when Solano played him last year, he's the one name that stuck out to me from Mendocino.
Yeah.
Chris Ketter is the guy that Solano has to really look after.
Yeah, definitely. He has an athletic body. You know, he has a good size out there, and he's going to get a shot up.
He's athletic. He's got good post moves, but he can also have a good outside shot, just like Joshawn Snell, who hits the three-point shot.
Nice shot there by Joshawn Snell. He had a set shot at the left-hand hash of the key and made a nice three there.
So Michael Escobedo passes it over to Ronnie Turkovan. Turkovan to Escobedo. Pump fake with the blow-by, and he nails the three.
Escobedo is just on fire right now, draining the three-point shot time after time. This guy is going to have a tremendous night and might end up leading this team in points.
Yeah, he's off to a terrific start, and he has a knack for that three line. He knows where he's at on the court at all times. Nice shot there by Escobedo.
He averages 8.5 threes a game, so
wow.
He's not shy from launching it from distance.
No, he's not.
So
another ill-advised turnover by the Falcon man there. They're going to have to cut down on their turnovers if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, Donovan Smith saying my bad, a little poor communication on the part of the Solano Falcons.
Right now, the Solano Falcons need to slow down a little bit and communicate with each other. I'm not seeing too much talking right now. They got to communicate, and they got to hustle.
Chris Ketter with a step-back three, and it is good. So Ketter's all-around game is shown tonight.
Definitely inside, outside game. Nice moves on the baseline earlier, and then now we have a 19-footer from the top of the key.
So Chris Ketter and Michael Escobedo putting the Mendocino Eagles on their back, and it is a foul call, which cannot, to much of the dismay of the Mendocino bench, on Ronnie Turkovan.
Yeah, they look like they was for to get out to the races there. You had the guard Ronnie Turkovan for to start that break, and a foul by the FICO man to slow him up.
So with 11:02 left in the game, it's 22-16 Mendocino leading the Solano Falcons. Joshawn Snell and Andrew Brinson are your backcourt with JT Robinson, LaShawn Sewell, and Corey Cox.
Good ball movement
Good
in
for
there. Nice 2 or 3 passes. You get a high percentage shot right at the cup.
Excellent shot by Corey Cox.
I was just saying their names to let you guys know who the front court is, and right on time, they were passing it.
Yeah.
So 3-point shot missed by Ronnie Turkvan Jr. Taken by Brinson, and Brinson's pushing it up the court, looking over to Cox. Does not like that. JT Robinson now at the top. Passes it over to Brinson, back to Robinson. Joshawn Snell now bringing the ball out, looking for a screen from either Cox, possibly.
And they're going to have to get a little more movement without the ball.
That is one weakness that we've seen from the Solano offense.
Corey Cox again.
Corey Cox's 3-point shooting.
Falcons doing everything they can to stay in this game, only down by 1 point.
So half of the first half is gone, so I guess quarter. And so Solano's down 21-22. Escobedo not shy from 3. Good, strong rebound from Corey Cox. Good outlet pass leading Andrew Brinson. He goes in on Escobedo. Is it a charge or a block? It's a block. So Andrew Brinson will go to the line.
Yeah, and it seemed like Escovedo was there outside of that cylinder, and he was stagnant. Maybe he was moving. The ref saw it different and called it a block instead of a charge.
Possibly a good move by Brinson, slightly moving his body so it looked like the defender had to slide to get underneath him. And if the referee sees it all, the defender is set and starts to slide, that's definitely a blocking foul rather than a charge.
Most certainly, most certainly.
So 9:49 left in this first half. Mendocino leading 22-21. Marvell, what have you seen from the Mendocino side of things?
Right now, after watching the first few minutes of this Mendocino game, it's the Michael Escobedo and Paul Staliga show, along with Chris Ketter. These guys are just killing the Falcons right now with all the passes and the open shots for Escobedo, and then taking it inside with Chris Ketter and him being able to maneuver his body and get the open shots in the middle. It's just quite the show tonight.
And how about from Solano side, Kareem?
Well, for Solano, you got JT Robinson. He's been very aggressive, getting to the cup with ease. And, Donovan Smith, he had a great game last game, and he's trying to be a little bit too aggressive. I think he needed to play within himself, within the team, and get everybody involved. But Solano looks a lot better than they did against Marin a few weeks ago.
Yeah, what I'm impressed with from the Solano side, they seem to be making their shots a lot more. On the year, they're only averaging 43% from the field goal percentage from the field. They seem to be hitting a lot of the shots that they need to stay. I was going to say stay in this game, but they're actually leading in this game, 23-22.
Yeah.
Corey Cox with the overplay. I thought he could get a steal there. Turkvan drives on Snell. Sewell with the steal. Cox.
Good hustle by Snell to get there on the ground, give up his body to get a possession for his Falcons teammates.
So Cox in the low block. Good post move, but a little too strong off the backboard. Staliga with a lob to Turkvan Jr., and it is good.
And like I said earlier, Staliga sees the court very well. Good vision there. Alley-oop on the left side hash and gets it up for an easy bucket.
That is a prototypical point guard, being very unselfish, not looking for a shot, looking to get everybody else involved before he gets his offensive game. That's a foul on the baseline from Demetrius Johnson on JT Robinson. JT Robinson really pushing the envelope on offense. You got to love that aggressive play from JT.
Got to. I mean, JT Robinson knows that in order for this team to be successful, he has to be aggressive. He's getting to the cup, getting high percentage shots, and that's all you can ask for your number 2 guard.
So JT Robinson inbounding the ball, looking at Cox on the play. Sewell gets it stripped by Staliga. Staliga to Demetrius Johnson. Very aggressive layup, and he is fouled. Hard foul.
And on that break right there, the pass was a little bit behind from Staliga. He had to grab it from behind, and with the momentum, he went to the basket, and the Falcon man was there for the foul.
So Demetrius Johnson is at the line, averaging 5.3 points a game, 4.2 rebounds. Only a freshman.
Nice athleticism going to the cup there.
Nice high arcing free throw. It gets a friendly roll off the, I was going to say the top of the rim. There's no top. The front of the rim. It rolls in.
And with a little bit less than 9 minutes to go, let's see what team is going to make a push to try to get a little early lead going into the halftime. this game has been back and forth, maybe 2 or 3 ties and multiple lead changes.
So Donovan Smith brings the ball up the court, passes it over to Joshawn Snell, takes the screen right, passes it to Andrew Brinston. Brinston gets the screen from JT Robinson. Nice pick and roll, but pick and pop to Donovan Smith, and that is a type of three you want to see from Donovan Smith. Work within the offense.
Definitely. Great three by Donovan Smith. They had good rotation with the ball, found him at the top of the key on the left side for the nice three.
That is what we like to see here at Solano from our basketball team. So Demetrius Johnson pulls up for three. It bounces off the top of the backboard, so that will be Solano ball.
And I like the defense by the Solano men. They've been getting around, scrambling, helping out, and that's what you got to do. Marvell alluded to earlier about talking it up on D. You also have to do that on offense. So let's see how they turn out for the last 8 minutes to go in this half.
So let's see if Brinston can get some points. Good overplay by Chris Ketter, but Cox comes up with the ball. Snell over to JT Robinson. Cox really having a good first half, is fouled by Chris Ketter.
Looked like he lost his footing there.
Yeah.
I didn't really see a foul.
You see the look there on Chris Ketter's face. He cannot believe they called a foul on him.
Yeah. Well, I guess the ref's motto, somebody hit the ground, has to be a foul called, huh?
Chris Ketter's like, the court monster got him. I didn't get him. You know, where are those towel boys that wipe up the sweat from the floor? I guess it's not a Solano budget. No.
Yeah.
So Donovan Smith inbounds the ball to Andrew Brinston. Brinston over to Snell. Smith comes off a curl, but he does not get the ball. So Brinston's looking to evaluate the situation. Drives. Snell looked like he was going to shoot, but couldn't get a clean handle on the ball. Brinston in the corner. Step back three. And it is good.
Wow, nice step back by Brinston there.
Andrew Brinston.
Right now the Solano Falcons are showing that they too can hit the three.
So Ronnie Turkvan with a pull-up mid-range jumper for two.
And
you know, that Brinston shot, that was one of those coaches, no. Hey.
Yeah. But right back to Mendocino man, Turkovan right back with a nice jumper from the right-hand elbow.
That was a good answer, but Snell from three. So the backup guards, Kareem, you talked about how the backups would play. Good threes from Brinston and Snell.
Yeah, coming off the bench, shooting with confidence and keeping the energy up for the Solano men.
So that shot is long by Corey James Jr., and it is a foul on Donovan Smith, so Smith will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1.
Shooting a 1-on-1. But as you spoke about earlier, Brian, he's a good small rebounder. I mean, good rebounder for the size that he is. And he gets out and he can start. It could be a one-man break for the team. So let's see if he can get two here from the line.
Very athletic. Last year, one of the most memorable plays for the men's basketball team. Donovan Smith got a steal around half court, was by himself, dribbled it, dunked it.
Wow.
One of the most impressive things I've seen from the men's team. Yeah, Smith has ups. He made the first with the 1-on-1, nails the second. So now Solano has grown this lead, 34-28, with 6:55 left in the first half. Stalega, guarded by Smith, gets by him, but he is fouled on the drive there. Smart foul by Donovan Smith. You don't want to get Mendocino's offense going, and you have only committed 14 fouls so far.
Exactly. You're not in trouble being in the bonus. And as I spoke about earlier, they're off to a little bit of a cushion, a 6-point lead. So let's see if they can get some key stops here down the stretch of this first half.
So Stalega is guarded by JT Robinson on the switch. Corey Cox now on the switch. Demetrius Johnson goes into the hole, but good play by JT Robinson. But he fouls number 1, Ronnie Turkvan Jr.
Excellent awareness that we're seeing from number 1, Ronnie Turkovan Jr.
Seemed like the whistle was late there.
Just a little bit late, but he's Turkovan showing great awareness to get the ball and put it back in the air, and now has a chance for a three-point play.
So Ronnie Turkovan Jr. at the line, trying to complete the three-point play. It is strong, but good rebound by JT Robinson, and Donovan Smith is on one-man fast break, gets to the corner, brings it over to Andrew Brinston. JT Robinson swings it over to Snell. Smith a long three, catch and shoot. So that's dangerous for Mendocino to see Donovan Smith start hitting threes.
It is, and he's a streaky shooter. You know, when he's feeling it, he's going to put that pill up there. And a nice rhythm three by Donovan Smith.
So good fake by Turkovan Jr. Trying to fake the pass to the corner to Deshaun Brown, but he drives, gets the foul. Going to get 2 free throws for his efforts.
As Kareem was alluding to earlier, he was saying, you know, with 6 minutes and 9 seconds left and halftime coming up, that one of these two teams would have to show a little bit more to build up that lead and create some more momentum coming out of the half. Right now, we're seeing that from the Solano Falcons.
You'd like to see Solano take the initiative to bring forth a lot of effort to try and get a comfortable lead at home, where they haven't won this year yet. They are 0-3 currently here at the Solano Gymnasium. I'd like to see them get their first home win right here on SCSN.
Yes, definitely. Get their first win. And, you know, they have a little advantage on the Mendocino man. We have some freshmen out there that's probably not more as experienced as the Solano man. So let's see if they can take advantage of the situation and extend this 6-point lead.
Yeah, the experience of Donovan Smith really leading this Solano team, being the main sophomore coming back after last season's effort. He drills behind the back. He's feeling it. Little heat check there.
Yeah.
So Stalega, got to be careful of Escobedo on the 3-point line. Deshaun Brown. Brown over to Crabtree. Back to Brown for 3. Rebound by LeJean Sewell.
Nice rebound by Sewell here. He's going to bring the ball up.
That's what I like from the Solano guards. The ability to rebound the ball and then initiate the offense. Sewell in the block, up and over. No good. Stalega dribbles the ball, shovels it off to James. Corey James. James over to Brown. James Brown. Hi. Stalega with the layup, and it's good.
Stalega showing some great athleticism right now.
Nice movement without the ball by Stalega. Was able to receive a pass instead of giving it.
Now Donovan Smith gets the screen from Sewell. Pass over to Robinson. He wants to reset the offense. Gets a screen from Cox. Drives to his left over Escobedo. Too strong. Escobedo with a good rebound.
Yeah, Escobedo with a good rebound. Just missed it by J.T. Robinson. One with the left hand and
didn't quite get the right angle, right English.
The right English on there, you're right.
So Brown with a post move. Traveled before he got that ball into the hoop.
Yeah, little shuffle of the feet. Maybe the chair was pulled from him. It looked like the defender kind of backed up and he had nowhere to keep his balance.
So checking into the game is Kyle Osterstock, the big center for Solano, big sophomore center.
And I think Osterstock needs to get on the block more, see if he could get some easier buckets. He took a couple ill-advised threes earlier in this game. Let's utilize your size and get some high percentage shots down there.
Yeah, you like to see big men beat big men and battle deep in the trenches. While Osterstock is proficient at the 3-point shot, he hit 2 against Alameda. You really like to see your center be opportunity for offensive rebounds rather than 3-point shots.
Exactly. That's why they call you a 5.
But Osterstock sets a good screen for Corey Cox, and Cox is fouled yet again.
Yeah, good penetration by Cox there. He's been quiet for the last couple of minutes, and let's see if he can get 2 easy free throws to get him going again.
So that is the 8th team foul for Mendocino. So they are over the limit. 2 more, and they're in the double bonus, so any foul means 2 free throws for Solano. Next foul for Solano puts Mendocino over the limit, and that is only the single bonus, so they'll be shooting 1-on-1s.
And right now, free throws haven't been a major factor for the Mendocino man, but the Falcon men are getting to the line with a little bit more ease, so that may be a difference in this game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, the one few bright spot from that Marin game, I like to see Corey Cox, J.T. Robinson, LeSean Sewell get to the free throw line. That was a good sign from the Solano men's team last game.
Yes, it was.
So Brown kicks it over to Escobedo. Escobedo pumps and shoots the 3 because that's what he does. J.T. Robinson has the ball after Corey Cox corralled the ball.
Yeah, and that's a little force there by Escobedo. He didn't really have a good angle, a good defense there by Corey Cox.
Corey Cox corralled the ball.
Getting
Tongue
back
twister.
to that Escobedo miss, it looked like he was trying to go for a 4-point play rather than just put some on the ball and hit the 3 points.
He saw the defender up in the air. His eyes lit up. He's like, delusions of grandeur of 4 points. But Corey Cox, there's no delusion of grandeur there. Corey Cox straight on for 3.
And Cox steps up, hit a big 3. As I stated earlier, getting to the line, sometimes you get those easy buckets, and it gets you going.
So it's no good by Ronnie Turkovan Jr. Cox with another rebound. Corey Cox having an excellent game both on the boards and offensively.
Definitely. He started this game with 2 offensive rebounds and a putback, so he's been active from the start out.
And the activity level of Solano has pulled them ahead of Mendocino by 9 points at this point in the game. JT Robinson with the drive. Thought he was fouled, rubbing his face, but no call there.
No call there. The ball just goes out of bounds.
Certainly looked like a foul.
So timeout looks like by Solano. Full timeout from Coach Nagel. So 2:47 left in this ball game. So 42-33 game.
You know, I think this is a good timeout for the Solano men. Sometimes you take timeouts when you're in a lot of trouble and you need to calm down your team. But other times when you're up, you just want to get your team a blow, talk about a couple things, do some strategy, and try to close this last 2 minutes of this half and try to get this lead to double figures.
So, Marvell, what do you think Solano is talking about in this huddle right now to get that lead that Kareem is talking about?
Right now, if I was a Solano coach, I'd probably tell my players that, slow down, take a deep breath, and let's, get some of these easy shots that they're missing. Get the ball up there, hit the backboard, and, it's going to go in the glass every time. I think right now these guys are on one, and if I was a coach, I would let them know that, but tell them that they could be better. And maybe now they'll avoid less mental mistakes.
So instilling confidence, but still telling them we can always improve, because there's no such thing as perfection in this world. We can always get better at our craft.
No doubt about that.
Work in progress. That's my motto in life. I'm always a work in progress.
Right. So looks like timeout is over. The huddles break. Mendocino with Paul Stalega and Noel Crabtree at the guard positions. Michael Escobedo, 23, Deshaun Brown, and Ronnie Turkovan Jr. in the front court.
One of the things that I'm going to look for Mendocino to do is maybe go back to hitting the three-point shots if it's open. We noticed they tried taking the ball in a little more, and they've lost the lead that they've had. Let's see if they can get it to Escobedo.
Meanwhile, Ronnie Turkovan Jr. gets a foul on that jump shot.
And it seems coming out this timeout, the Mendocino man went a little small here. I mean, they got primarily all guards here on the court, so they're probably trying to do a little up-tempo and shoot a couple threes to get themselves back in this game before the half.
It's a dangerous move if Coach Nagel responds, because he has plenty of guards. That's really the depth of Solano. Solano has a lot of good guards. LeJean Sewell, Donovan Smith, JT Robinson, they can all guard guards.
Yeah.
And Osterstock and Usher are really their only big men. So the roster is really set for a small lineup. So dangerous and risky move from Mendocino.
Yeah, definitely.
So Donovan Smith taking the ball out. A little full court press from Mendocino. A good outlet pass to Kyle Osterstock. Looks to Andrew Brinson. Back to Osterstock. Good team basketball and good passing from Solano.
Good passing. That's how you break a press. You throw it up to the man that's going to be open. With a press like that, you're going to have someone open. Good give and go by Ostertag to get the easy bucket.
And Noel Crabtree with the three. Osterstock,
Ostertag.
Big men centers,
Yeah.
Hey, I was a fan of the Jazz. Jeff Hornacek was my dude.
The big 00.
Yeah. Hey, John Stockton, Greg Ostertag. This
Hey,
is
yeah.
Utah Jazz broadcast.
Utah Jazz. The reinvention.
So Sewell passes it over to Donovan Smith. Brinson calling Corey Cox over. He handles it at the top.
And you like to see Solano here take their time, get a high percentage shot, and try to get this lead in the double figures.
Osterstock for three.
That's a shot they don't need, though.
A little pick and pop. You like to see more of a pick and roll from your big men.
Yeah.
Ronnie Turkovan Jr. likes that spot on the court, as that is his fourth shot attempt from that spot. But Donovan Smith showing that hustle, getting that rebound.
Getting that rebound, and I believe that's his 6th or 7th rebound in his first half. He's very active out there, and he has a knack for the ball.
Yeah, right now the Solano Falcons are just out rebounding this Mendocino team.
So Brinston looking to initiate the offense down to Osterstock. He faces up on Chris Ketter. Nice, strong offensive move. And a foul on Chris Ketter. That's what you'd like to see from Kyle Osterstock.
Exactly. From Osterstock, you get on the block, make a move, with your back to the basket. If you don't get the layup, you're going to get fouled, and now you got a chance to get to the line and get 2 easy free throws.
So let's see if Osterstock can capitalize and nail 2 free throws. If he nails at least one of them, it'll be a double-digit game, and that's the psychological point.
Yeah.
For any team.
If
you're down by 10, that means a lot.
It means a lot. Under a minute here, and you try to make the mark at maybe 2 minutes, and the team with the lead want to increase it to 10. The team with the deficit would like to cut it down to 6 or 5 to get it to 1 or 2 possessions going into the half.
So Osterstock nails both free throws and is immediately substituted for Tim Moore. Stalega drives past Donovan Smith and lays it up and in. Good, strong move by Paul Stalega.
Well, this Mendocino team, to get back in this game, we might need to see a little more of Paul Stalego.
Yeah, Stalega, while he is a proficient passer, he also averages 11.3 points per game, second on the team. So his unselfishness is good for his other teammates. Maybe he needs to be a little bit more aggressive.
Exactly. He's going to have to be a little more selfish in the second half to get his team back in the game, but a great move down the middle to get an easy bucket.
So Sewell dribbles ball out, not going for a 2-for-1 possession. The shot clock at 8. Sewell drives the basket, pass up and under the starting center, Valdez, and that's a great move by Sewell.
Great, nice move by Sewell. Took on 3 Mendocino defenders, went up under, and got the easy layup.
Escobedo with the pump fake and dish to Noel Crabtree. Great offense from Mendocino. Clock running down. 1-point half-court shot by Donovan Smith.
Oh.
And is just off to the left. And at halftime, the score is 48-40. Solano leading the Mendocino Eagles. So, guys, really exciting first half from both sides of the action. Solano, what has Solano done to get this lead, Kareem?
Well, Solano, early in the game, it was a lot of back and forth. I believe it was 6 or 7 lead changes, a few ties, and then Solano was able to stay aggressive, get to the cup, extend their offense, and then shut down Mendocino on defense to get some stops where they extended the lead and now have an 8-point cushion going into this halftime.
So, Marvell, what does Mendocino have to do to adjust to Solano and come back in this game?
Well, right now they need to, like Solano, need to get back on defense a little quicker. And then offensively, just as you were saying earlier, maybe get a little selfish. But also what this team needs to do, instead of focusing on like Michael Escobedo, for instance, on the 3-point shot, maybe pass it around, find the wide open man to get the wide open shot. If you can do that, it's almost similar to like what the San Antonio Spurs do. Part of their success is they pass the ball a lot, and some way, somehow a man ends up open and he creates the shot.
And I would say Chris Ketter is a name that established himself very early, was quiet the rest of the second half. Chris Ketter, name to look out for the Mendocino Eagles.
Definitely.
So at the half, Solano leads 48-40. We'll be back after a short break.
Well, hi, everybody. Greg Poff here in the Solano College Sports Network studios to tell you about a great opportunity here at Solano Community College, where we are the only community college in the nation to have our own sports network program. So if you're interested in a career in sports broadcasting, Solano Community College is the place for you. Lots of opportunities to develop your skills in sports broadcasting, as you can see, either as a host for one of our sports shows or covering many of the Solano sports events that we cover here at the college. You can learn to do all the behind-the-scenes work in our sports network studio that has been completely revamped. Learn to host your own sports network studio, show, or be out there live covering high school football. We even cover some high school sports as well. Learn how to improve your interview skills, get behind the camera, learn how to speak on the mic, and also learn all that it takes to be able to operate in a studio using the green screen. So lots of opportunities here at the college for you in our Solano College Sports Network studios. So if you're interested in taking our sports broadcasting class, you can join us here at the college every Wednesday from 1 to 4 in the Solano Sports Network studios. That's in room 121. And if you'd like more information about our sports broadcasting program, hit me up by sending me an email to gpoff@solano.edu or give me a call here at the college at 707-864-4537. We'd love to see you here in the spring semester. Be a part of our Solano College Sports Network studios. We're here at Solano Community College. It's more than just sports. It's an education.
Hi, I'm Remington Green, and this is my broadcasting partner, Kayla Gibbons. Today we're going to talk about one of the most hands-on classes you'll ever consider taking. We're talking about sports broadcasting. After everything's said and done, this class has taught me how to be involved, and it's given me experience in the field of sports broadcasting. It's taught me how to work behind a microphone, it's taught me how to work a camera, and it's ultimately taught me how to be a people person and talk to coaches and teachers and players. It's given me involvement because this is a 2-year institution, and kids come and go, and there's kind of a hard way to be involved in such a community that's always fluctuating. It's giving me the opportunity, like I mentioned, to talk to coaches about their players and their team and what do they look for in the future, and to teachers about what their plans are for, their classes that they have. And ultimately, this class has given me an experience that I would never take back.
Definitely. I'll definitely have to fully agree with Remington on that. This class has benefited me in many ways. I came into the class, it's my first semester here at Solano. I'm a comm major. I had no clue what I would be doing in the class. I was nervous. Oh no, I have no experience being behind the camera. This class brought me full experience. Poff is a great professor. He works with each student hands-on. You learn so much about doing interviews, working with others in group settings, as well as being there for sports events at the school, such as, basketball games, soccer games. You're fully working hands-on in the field, and it's a great class to be a part of.
At the end of the day, this class really, really, truly shows you what it means to be a sports broadcaster or a cameraman or an electrician guy who's just trying to help us out. And this is an experience, and it's not just a class where you've got textbooks and lectures, but it's something that really gets you involved and really sets you up for something. If this is the future and the major that you want to have, this definitely sets you on the right path.
Definitely. If you're tired of, day-to-day lectures and classes, taking notes, and you want something more hands-on, I definitely recommend that you register for Com 75 Sports Broadcasting in spring 2015.
And we're back, ready for the start of the second half with Donovan Smith in the half court. Passing over JT Robinson to Sewell. Sewell goes right on the screen from Corey Cox. JT Robinson drives to his left, a little scoop shot, and it is no good. Staliga with the rebound is pushing it. Stops. Pass it over to Michael Escobedo. Staliga drives to his right. Bounce pass to Escobedo. Gets down to the post to Joe Valdez. Little right hook shot from Valdez. No good, too strong. Donovan Smith corrals the ball.
Another rebound by Smith there, so he's starting off where he left off in that first half.
Yeah, verging on a back-to-back triple-double, double-double after getting 33 and 10 on Tuesday at Alameda. Sewell drives and draws a foul.
So far, we're seeing some excellent ball movement by the Solano Falcons right now coming out of halftime. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And if they can keep this up for the second half, just as they did the first half, then we might have a clear winner in this game.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to take these early possessions and get to the teeth of the defense, and then that will allow you to open up your outside game. They're going to have to slack off because if you're beating them off the dribble, they are not going to want to have to allow you some room to get to the cup. So that's when you should come in with the three-point game.
So LaJon Sewell misses the first free throw. Second free throw is off as well. Rebounded by Valdez out to Staliga. Paul Staliga surveying the defense.
Right now, with an early 8-point lead like they have, the Falcons can't have to avoid missing shots, like easy shots like that. You got to make your free throws when it counts.
On the three, gets the rebound, drives to the basket, and is up and good.
Nice gathered move by Chris Ketter there. He got his own rebound. Instead of taking another jump shot, he went to the cup, a high percentage shot, easy layup off the window.
Yeah, very aggressive move by Chris Ketter. So Osterstock in the post, faces up on Valdez, tries to go around him, is fouled. Was he in the act of shooting?
I think that's on the ground, on the floor.
On the floor.
But I like to see the aggression by Osterstock going to the hole instead of taking jump shots.
Believe me, I wanted to call him Ostertag all last year.
Yeah, he heard the hesitation.
You see a center, he happens to be white. I know we don't see color in this world, but
yeah.
A white center, Oster. Easy mistake. Donovan Smith for three is long. JT Robinson with the hustle. Forces it out of bounds. So good hustle by JT Robinson, getting another possession for Solano Falcons.
Yeah, nice hustle there by JT Robinson. But Donovan Smith, a little quick on the jumper. I'd like to see more movement in the offense to get easier and a high percentage shot.
Part of the success that they had in the first half was they were moving the ball. They need to continue to do that. Move it around, pass the ball, maybe get it to Corey Cox.
And Cox had the ball, passed it over. He gets the ball at the three-point line, drives to his right, step back, jumper, and it is short. Rebound by Chris Ketter. Donovan Smith hounding Ketter, but he's able to pass it to Escobedo. Escobedo passes it into the corner. Dangerous pass to Noel Crabtree. Crabtree, dangerous pass to Chris Ketter. They are living on the edge, folks. Michael Escobedo misses the three.
Nice rebound there by Osterstock. And now we got JT Robinson and see if they could get some going here on the left block.
So Solano scoreless so far in this second half, 48-42 now versus Mendocino. Sewell gets a screen from Corey Cox, gets it, dumps it into Osterstock, gets the ball stripped away by Paul Stalega. Stalega surveys, passes it over to Crabtree. Crabtree back to Stalega, drives right past JT Robinson, up and under. Very good move by Paul Stalega.
Nice move by Stalega there. On the defensive end, he was able to get his hands active and get a piece of the ball. On his offensive side, he got to the glass, up and under with a high percentage off the glass.
Donovan Smith in rhythm, three.
Picking up right where he left off as well. He found the wide open shot, hit the three, and was back on defense in the second.
And that's a better shot there by Donovan Smith. At the top of the key, was able to get a clear look at the basket.
Smith with the deflection. Out on the break is JT Robinson. He rises up and he cannot dunk it. It is off the front of the rim.
And you got to have a little more ups there, JT Robinson. You can't get
right now
batted by the rim
looks like
there.
somebody didn't eat his Wheaties today.
No, someone just ended up on not top 10. Got to make those easy baskets.
SCSN not top 10, folks. We got plenty of those moments, especially in the studio. We know firsthand.
Oh, yes.
We make plenty of bloopers. So, JT, you're in good company.
I believe the expression is caught slipping.
So, Valdez at the line, missing the first free throw.
Although he missed the dunk, it was excellent movement, great awareness to strip the ball and take it all the way down the court in a hurry.
I want to see the reaction from the Solano bench welcoming JT on the bench. Donovan Smith rises up for yet another rebound.
He has to have 10 by now. There has to be at least.
I think he's 9, 10, that range. So Smith, good point guard for the Solano Falcons. Gets it to Osterstock, rises up for three, and that's a good shot by
Finally
Osterstock.
made that three-point he'd been searching for.
That set three-point shot, high arcing, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Yeah, reminded me of Cherokee Parks from Duke. Same number, same body build.
Yeah. So Escobedo with the basket. Now Andrew Brinston in, replacing JT Robinson.
For Mendocino to have any type of success right now, they're going to need Escobedo to get kick-started, and he did so right in the last possession, nailing that three-point shot.
So Donovan Smith wanting some sort of screen, but passes off to Cox. Cox gets the screen from Sewell, pulls up, and it is sweet.
Corey Cox just showing tremendous ball-moving ability, great athleticism.
So it's a foul on the play there.
And that was a nice elbow jumper there by Cox. I was just about to say he hasn't been very active this half. He was all over the court in the first half, rebounding, assists, being a playmaker. Now, let's see if that jumper is going to get him going here in the second half.
Solano hadn't been working Corey Cox into the offense, but that jumper was very good. And Paul Stalega with the floater, rattles in and out. Stalega dives for the ball, gathers it, passes it over to Escobedo, who pumps for a three, shoots the three, misses. Corey Cox with the rebound.
Nice defense there by Donovan Smith. Ran that Escobedo, and he missed that long three.
Escobedo. Oh, and that's an offensive foul on Corey Cox for an illegal screen.
Some of those mental mistakes starting to creep back in. The Solano Falcons right now need to take a deep breath, maintain this lead, and avoid making any more mental mistakes.
So Cox with the offensive foul gives the ball back to Mendocino. Crabtree has the ball over to the corner. Corner three is short. And they're going to call a foul on the play on Osterstock, it looks like. No, on Chris Ketter.
Chris Ketter over the back.
So Chris Ketter a little over-aggressive there, trying to get that rebound, trying to get a second possession for Mendocino. That's only the third personal foul for Mendocino. So 3 fouls apiece for Solano and Mendocino. 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, and early in this second half, we see what team is going to get to the bonus before that 10-minute mark.
So Donovan Smith drives to his left, passes it over to Princeton, to Osterstock, who faces up, drives to his right, and passes it back out. So resetting the offense. Snell now gets it to Princeton in the corner, open for 3. And the fortuitous bounce to Corey Cox.
Corey Cox, nice offensive rebound. Now he's asking for the ball in the post.
So offensive foul now on Corey Cox, so a little bit of foul trouble. Back-to-back offensive possessions with Corey Cox foul.
Yeah, he was in the key and a little aggressive there, probably pushing him with his backside. The ref caught it and gave him an offensive foul.
So lucky for Cox, he had no personal fouls in the first half, so he only has 2 for the game. Should be good foul trouble-wise for the rest of the half. Escobedo drives to his left, passes it to Stalega. That was very risky, but he travels in the process.
That's his second travel of the game. He did one earlier on the baseline at the other end of the court. So have to remember, put the ball down before you move them feet.
So Andrew Brinston dribbling the ball up to the half court. Settling in the offense. Double screen from Osterstock and Cox. Snell coming off some screens. Corey Cox wants it in the post against Chris Ketter. Escobedo kicks the ball, so it will be out of bounds. Oh, foul away from the ball. Chris Ketter. He held Corey Cox. So Chris Ketter might be in a little foul trouble.
Yeah, then that's the second phantom foul. I mean, he can't believe that he's coming out the game now, and that's going to be big for the Minnesota man not to have him in the lineup. Like we said, he needs to get back in the offense for this Minnesota man to be back in the game.
Yeah, the leading scorer now sitting on the bench with foul trouble. So that's huge for Solano. See, Solano can capitalize on the offensive end. Get a bucket here. Andrew Brinston to his right, passes to Donovan Smith. He surveys the defense. Nice pick and roll play with Corey Cox, but Cox just a little too strong there.
A little indecision if he wanted to use the glass or just go over the rim. I think at the last minute he lost control of the ball and it rolled right off the lip of the rim.
Corey Cox upset with himself because that is his third personal foul now. So 3 fouls in less than 2 minutes.
So an impact player on the bench for the Falcon man as well as the Eagle man. Corey Cox now going to the bench with 3 fouls.
So, you know, right now as I look at these two teams right now,
Demetrius Johnson
it's just
the layup.
an emotional game for both sides. One team's trying to come back. The other team, you know, a couple mental mistakes, a couple offensive fouls. The Falcons and Mendocino Eagles, they just need to slow it down, get rid of the emotions, and just play the game.
So Snell drives to his left, puts it up, and it is short. So Stalega with the rebound. Pulls it back out, dribbles it, looks to his coach for the play. Gonna get a screen from Brown.
And I think Stalega's going to have to show a little more aggression to try to get himself involved in the scoring. I know he's leading the team in assists, but being down 9 with a little bit over 12 minutes to go, you have to show a sense of urgency. You don't want to get too far behind in this game.
I think possibly you might want to call a timeout here, maybe draw up some plays, and just try and get the offense kick-started.
So back-to-back good defensive plays there by Donovan Smith, first knocking the ball off the Mendocino defender and then tipping the ball away on that play. So Noel Crabtree drives to his right, passes it inside to number 21, Demetrius Johnson. Johnson across the court to Stalega for 3, and that is good. So Stalega right on cue, nails a 3.
Yeah, and he has to do that. Have to be aggressive if you want to keep your team in here. Pick your spots. You don't always have to be a facilitator.
So 6-point game. And answering with the 3 is Donovan Smith, D3.
D3 with a deep 3 from the left. side of the court, and that's one of the threes that you would like to see him take, more in rhythm, not forcing it, and within the team offense.
So good answer by Donovan Smith. That really, if Solano didn't capitalize on that offensive possession, it was a 6-point game. If Mendocino scores and they get within 4, maybe 3, this is a whole different ball game. But now nailing that 3-point shot, it's a 9-point game. It's really important to keep that lead intact.
Part of the success that we're seeing from Mendocino is they're throwing screens in front of their guards to allow them to hit the 3-point shot. What I would suggest that maybe the Falcons should do is perhaps go with a little 2-3, but with the 2-3, someone's going to be wide open, so they're going to have to hustle, but that could avoid the 3-point shots if they go with that type of defense.
Yeah.
So let's see if Nagel takes some advice of good Marvell Bluford over here and goes with 2-3 zone to try and stop the screen attack of Mendocino for these wide open 3-point shots. And they have the perimeter speed. Look at all the guys on the floor, mostly guards. Andrew Brinston, Joshawn Snell, LaJawn Sewell, Donovan Smith, all relatively the same size with big Kyle Ostock handling the middle.
And you got him in the middle and the guards on the perimeter. But let's see if the Mendocino man can peck away with their best player on the bench in Jeter right now.
So Stalega drives it, passes it over to Escobedo. He launches a 3, too strong. Tipped over to Osterstock, who gathers the ball, gets to Donovan Smith.
Nice closeout there by Osterstock.
And Andrew Brinston gets the ball over to Snell. Snell to Smith. Smith over to Brinston. So a little 3-man game from the point guards. So Osterstock sets the screen. Smith goes away from it. Step back 3. From Snell's no good. Sewell with the rebound, put back. Big offensive rebound from LaJawn Sewell.
Nice offensive rebound. Right place, right time. Was able to gather the ball, get it back on the glass for an easy bucket.
Brown drives to his left, is fouled by Osterstock before he can get a shot off. So Deshaun Brown fouled on the play. So next team foul for Solano puts Mendocino over the limit, so that's very important in this game. Brown was wide open, but Stalega missed him on that inbounds play. Stalega, offensive foul on 21, Demetrius Johnson.
Right now, Mendocino might want to pass the ball a little quicker. Escobedo, he was wide open, but the ball just took too long to get to him, was forced to pass it, and now there was an offensive penalty.
So that screen from Johnson deemed no good. So Solano gets the ball back with an 11-point lead with 11 minutes left. So Snell has the ball. Snell over to Sewell. A very small lineup. Osterstock out, replaced by JT Robinson. So Robinson's your biggest player. Sewell gets it, tries to get it to Robinson off his fingertips, though.
Yeah, and when you're coming off the bench like that, you're a little cold. Probably wasn't ready for that pass. In tight areas, sometimes you have to be a little softer. The pass had a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, not into the rhythm of the game yet. That type of pass wasn't the best.
Yeah.
So Smith tries to tip the ball, does so out of bounds. So Mendocino will keep the ball.
And Smith, he just has, that type of tenacity to go after the ball, has a knack for it. And he reminds me of Rajon Rondo.
Yeah.
Body size as well as the skill.
That play was reminiscent of the dunk I was talking about earlier. That's what he did. He got in the passing lane, tipped it towards him, and rose up and dunked.
Wow.
So Smith, great rebound. He's got to have a double-double by now. Smith, the good sophomore guard for the Solano Falcons, drives to his right. Played by Turkovan Jr. Ball's loose. Turkovan Jr. and Demetrius Johnson going for the ball. None of them get it, though, so Solano ball.
Yeah, with a little bit over 10 minutes left, Solano with an 11-point lead. This is a crucial time. We're going to have to see a sense of urgency out of the Mendocino man, but the Solano man can easily put this game up to 20 with a little spurt here.
So a good look there at Donovan Smith, the sophomore guard. One of the true leaders on this Solano Falcon team. Smith with the cut. Great pass from JT Robinson, though.
Yeah, good pass by Robinson. Smith with the left hand, his offhand, try to get him up off the glass, but it rolled off. Let's see if he can get 2 from the free throw line.
Very good to see that both men were on the same page. He knew, JT knew to pass the ball, and Smith went up for the points.
So good communication there from the guard and the forward, Smith and Robinson. Smith, really one of the key players for Solano. The last 2 times that they've won, he scored 28 points and 33 respectively.
Yeah.
So when Smith has a great game, Solano tends to win.
Yeah, he's been very here of late, making fantastic shots, showing a lot of consistency, and we look for good things out of the sophomore guard tonight.
So he nails the second free throw, and now Paul Stalega dribbles the ball down 13 points. A layup by Demetrius Johnson is called a block on Solano. So now Solano is over the limit, but that was a shooting foul anyway. So any foul from now on from Solano would be a 1-and-1.
Yeah. And with a little under 10 minutes to go, that may be crucial for the Mendocino men to get back in the game, get points on the board with the clock stopped. That doesn't bode well, though, with the missed free throw there.
Yeah, so Mendocino needs to start making their shots if they want to get back in this game. So Johnson misses the first.
Knowing what you had just said, Kareem, I think the Falcons know that as well, and that's why I look for them to be a little bit more aggressive, taking it in, drawing the fouls, and then getting back on defense as fast as they can.
Yeah.
So Sewell rebounded that miss free throw, so not able to capitalize on that opportunity was Demetrius Johnson. So now Snell. A little confusion there on the men's side from Solano.
A lot of standing around for the Falcons. Right now, they need, instead of setting screens, they need to be moving around.
A lob pass to JT Robinson.
A little off the mark there. But Marvell is right. They got to get some ball movement, player movement, and use the
good hustle from Smith to get the rebound, and he gets the ball poked away from him. It looked like it was off Smith, but
yeah, it
refs
looked like
get the
it
call.
glanced off his hand.
So Smith fortunate that the refs did not see that ball glance off of him. So stay Solano ball.
Yeah.
So Sewell.
You don't want to get complacent here. You want to be able to still be aggressive, get to the cup, get easy buckets, and put pressure on the Eagle men tonight.
Yeah, that last possession really looked like a failed called play. And Smith improvising and goes to his right and lays the ball up and in. So Donovan Smith having a huge game tonight.
Yeah, showing some of his athleticism, getting to the cup with an easy bucket off the glass.
So foul away from the ball. Looks like going to be a hold on JT Robinson. Or number 5, excuse me, Snell, Joshawn Snell. So that is a 1-and-1 now for Paul Stalega, going to be at the free throw line.
And quietly, the Falcon man has increased the lead to 15. So as I spoke about earlier, if you can get it to 20, 25, you take the life out of the Mendocino man, and then you just kind of plan to the end of the game. But let's see if Mendocino could keep it close, or the Solano man can extend it even further.
So now Sewell looking to inbound the ball, gets it to JT Robinson. Smith is swarmed by Demetrius Johnson, backup guard for the Mendocino Eagles.
Look like they made a switch there to put more athleticism to keep Johnson in front of
also
Donovan
size.
Smith. Yeah.
Cox gets the ball into the post. Fouled, but he makes the basket anyway, so he'll get a chance for the three-point play.
Yeah, great move there by Corey Cox getting to the left block. Good feed there by Donovan Smith, and that's what they need to do. Get easy buckets, timely buckets, and keep pressure on the Mendocino man.
So really 2 men standing out for Solano, Donovan Smith and Corey Cox, putting the team on the back and getting a 15-point lead at this point. See if he can hit the free throw for the three-point play, and it is true. So it is now 68-52. With a little over 8 minutes left, Stalega drives, kicks it out to Crabtree for 3. It is off. Yet another rebound for Donovan Smith. He's got a double-double.
Definitely has a double-double.
We're not in and out, but he's got a double-double.
And he seems to just to get to the ball at his highest point, He has great vertical leaping ability out there, and he's able to grab double-digit rebounds for the night.
That's so impressive from essentially your starting point guard. He handles the ball probably 90% of the time when he's on the court. So Sewell drives, gets to the basket, is no good. Good rebound by Osterstock, dives on the floor. Looks like a foul.
No, it was white ball. Blue was on the line touching the ball.
Gotcha.
But great offensive rebound by Osterstock there. Getting active on the block. I know he hit a 3 earlier, but I like to see the big man stay on the block. Rebound and put some easy buckets on the glass.
You see Donovan Smith wiping up the sweat from there. So, see, Solano's budget doesn't have those towel boys I was talking about earlier in the first half. Their star player has to do it.
You got to do it your own.
So Smith going to inbound the ball. Solano getting set. With 7:28 left in the second half, Solano leads 68-52. The ball is inbounded to Sewell, LeJean Sewell. Gathers the ball with 28 seconds on the shot clock. Gets the screen from Osterstock, runs into JT Robinson. Robinson trying to get the ball to Smith, but he is hounded by one Ronnie Turkovan Jr. So Sewell gets the ball over to Cox. Cox goes right, stops, pops, and is no good. Fight for the rebound, gathered in by Brown. Brown over to Stalega. Stalega dribbling with his left hand over to Turkovan Jr. Pull-up jumper for Turkovan. It is good.
Nice 15-footer there by Turkovan. And they're going to have to get some stops here on the defensive end if they want to get back in this game. They're not in a position to trade basket with the Falcon man right now.
Right now, the Falcons have been a little bit too complacent right now, as you were saying, Kareem. You know, it's nice to have the lead, just as you said, but these guys need to drive it in and get these easy points.
But Deshaun Brown says, it's not going to be easy on me, because he swats that ball out of bounds, but maybe not the most heads-up play because it's still Solano possession with 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, plenty of time to get up a high percentage shot. Solano, what they need to do now is run a good out-of-bounds play, get some movement, and try to get Osterstock there on the block.
Cox looks like he's going to get some momentum. Dribbles the ball off his leg, 3 seconds left, drives the basket, is blocked, but fouled by Brown. So Deshaun Brown fouls him with 1 second left on the shot clock.
Wow, that's a bad foul. I mean, I know you have to be active and try to prevent the man from making the hoop, but know where you're at in the shot clock. If he misses that, you have more of an opportunity to get the rebound instead of sending him to the line for 2.
And Corey Cox looked a little out of control there on that drive. Wasn't necessarily in the best shape to make a shot.
Exactly. He was very out of control, and that ball had a high probability of not going in.
So Cox misses the first free throw short.
But as they say, the ball don't lie.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing. Ball don't lie. Corey Cox nails the second one. So it's a 15-point game with 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game. Stalega dribbling past Donovan Smith, drives, foul on Donovan Smith.
Nice move by Stalega there, going behind the back a couple of times. But I think he has a sense of urgency right now. He's getting more aggressive, going to the hole, not trying to be a facilitator. He's trying to put the ball in the basket. But this is what they have to do here, stop the clock and get some easy points off the free throw line.
Yeah, Stalega.
I understand it's a sense of urgency to get easy points and, draw the foul, but he did have Michael Escobedo wide open to the left.
But Escobedo has missed approximately 5 of his last 3-point shots, so perhaps a little distrust there on the Eagle side. We don't really know. That's just pure speculation on my end. But Stalega.
And the thing about it is he has missed 5 shots, but when you're all alone by yourself and you were hitting threes earlier like he did in the first half, that may have got him kick-started because we all know, as far as, we can tell, he's the best 3-point shooter on this team.
Makes 3 a game, and he's made 3 here tonight, so Escobedo right on average for his typical game for the Mendocino Eagles. So 6:09 left in this second half. It's 69-56.
And the Mendocino man is going to have to probably take some threes here down the stretch to get back in this game. But really they need stops. They have to get stops on the defensive end and consecutive stops, 3 or 4 stops probably to get back in. And, on the Falcons end of the on the end of the table, I think they just have to do what they're doing, move the ball, try to get Corey Cox going to the hole as he's been doing. And what the rebounder that Donovan Smith is doing, hey, this team is in good position to get their first home win here tonight.
Right now, if I'm the coach of the Solano Falcons, I'm telling my guys, you know what? We got this in the bag. Let's finish the game strong. Let's erase the mental mistakes. Let's get it to the hole and close out this game on a good note.
So let's see if Coach Nagel and Marvell's message can get through. As you get a look there at Chelsea Williams, one of our veteran, I was going to call her a staff member, but we don't get paid. So a veteran crew member, getting some B-roll for future upcoming shows if we want to talk about this game at some future point. Oh, Donovan Smith was wide open on a back cut that Snell just missed. Cox gets the ball to Smith. Smith squares up on Stalega, drives to his left. Thought about the three, gets it into Cox instead. The ball dribbled off of Donovan Smith's leg, so a little too much passing there on that play.
Yeah.
Understandably, I can see why there's a little bit of passing incorporated. You kind of want to run the clock down so this game will end, but you cannot turn the ball over at the same time.
Right. Stalega is spilled to the floor, so Corey Cox picks up his 4th personal foul. That's going to be huge with only 5 minutes and 36 seconds left in this game.
Yeah, he picked up his 4th foul. One more, he's going to be disqualified. But even worse, you stop the clock and you allow Stalega to get to the free throw line for 2 easy free throws. So let's see if he can capitalize.
And he is one of the best free throw shooters from Mendocino, shooting an average of 75% on free throws for the year.
Yeah.
That's very impressive for community college.
Right now, the Falcons want to avoid unnecessary fouls right now on defense. Let the clock wind down. Try and play as much clean basketball as you can so you can keep the clock going.
And that's very important because with that foul, Solano is over the limit for the double bonus as well. So they will get 2 shots no matter what foul, besides the offensive charge, because that's a turnover. So Princeton has the ball. Over to Snell. Osterstock with the screen. Spins away. Donovan Smith has the ball now. JT Robinson, 7 seconds left. Pulls up from long 3. Double dribble called, even though he made the shot.
Once again,
mental mistake from Solano.
Mental mistake, and you just stop the clock. You have to avoid it. If you're going to milk the clock, you cannot make mental mistakes. That's very crucial to winning this game for the Falcons.
Donovan Smith with the steal. He's on a breakaway on Stalega, one-on-one. He lays it up, and it is out. But Deshaun Brown, gathers the rebound, and he's out of bounds, so lucky break for Solano.
Excellent hustle by Solano. Excellent.
Definitely. And Donovan Smith there with the steal, almost a layup. Looked like he got hacked. Wasn't a call, but Solano was able to maintain the possession.
So Smith inbounding it to Joshawn Snell. Snell working the ball, trying to find an opening in the defense. JT Robinson over to Princeton. A lot of standing around from Solano. Now Smith drives, passes over to Osterstock, passes it to JT Robinson cross court. 4-3, wide open. He had all the time in the world, but couldn't make it.
Couldn't make it. Back iron. And let's see if the Mendocino man can get back in here with a bucket.
So Deshaun Brown for 3, too short. Rebounded by Crabtree to Escobedo to Stalega. Stalega behind his back. Crossover to Escobedo. And he nails the 3.
And as you spoke about earlier, Marvell, Escobedo had missed his prior 5 threes and now still has the confidence to get it up there and cut the lead to 8 with 4 minutes to go.
So too early to start milking the clock for Solano because it's only 8-point lead with 4 minutes left. And he palms the ball, so it's a huge turnover. And all of a sudden, Mendocino has all sorts of momentum in this game.
3:55 left, down 8. You know they're going to try to make a last-ditch run to try to get back into this game. Expect on defense that Mendocino will try to pressure the Falcon men.
So Stalega gets the ball stripped away from him from Donovan Smith. So huge steal from the sophomore. Donovan Smith having a huge game.
Great game. Steals, rebounds, points.
He's doing everything that a sophomore should. Be a leader on this team. Be an example for the rest of the guys to work hard and try and get this win. First home win it would be for Solano if they manage to hold on to this lead. So Snell working on Stalega. Princeton posting up Escobedo. Goes away from that matchup. So Smith has the ball on Turkvan with 7 seconds left. He dribbles off to the left. No good. Oh, stuck with a rebound. Can he put it back up? No. Passes it back out to Snell. They can milk some more clock.
And now you want to reset your offense right here. You know, take some time off the clock, get it under 3 minutes, and try to. Oh.
And a steal from Ronnie Turkovan Jr. He lays it up, and it is in. So it is a 6-point game.
And a much-needed timeout for the Falcon men. I talked about earlier, sometimes it's good to take timeouts when you're up in the game, but that was a much-needed one. The Minnesota man is making a run, trying to get back into this game, and we're going to see if the Falcons could talk it over and get off the snide and get a bucket to stop the bleeding.
So all of a sudden, Mendocino changing the tide in this game, and it's a 6-point game with 3 minutes left. Marvell, what does Solano have to do to stop this momentum and keep this lead?
Well, first things first, they have to stop getting careless with the ball. As we just saw, Donovan Smith lost the ball. You know,
yeah,
Ronnie
with a good defensive play.
Yep, got the layup. They have to calm down, control the ball, you know, milk the clock a little bit, but they have to avoid mental mistakes. And we keep stressing it here. You have to avoid making mental mistakes because, as you see, there's only a 6-point lead now. If I'm the coach, I need to get through to my guys, and I'm telling them, take care of the ball, let's make our shots, and let's get back on defense.
Well, with the Mendocino man here being in the double bonus, as you spoke about earlier, Brian, any foul, they get 2 foul shots, and the clock is stopped. So let's see if the Falcon man can get a nice play coming out this timeout, get a high percentage field goal, and stop the bleeding.
And you really talked about that with about 6 minutes left in the game, that fouling them is the best way to get Mendocino back in this game. They've made their foul shots from that point on, and all of a sudden, Solano can't make a bucket. Mendocino gets some momentum, gets some points without the clock being run down, and Mendocino's back in this. So let's see if Andrew Brinston and the Solano offense can get things under control. Snell with Demetrius Johnson all over him, too aggressive, so he will get a 1-and-1 out of the deal.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there by the freshman. I mean, you're not hurt in the clock right now, so you want to just play good defense and make Solano take tough shots.
So, yeah, over-aggressive there from Demetrius Johnson, hounding Snell everywhere he went.
And that's the inexperience by the freshman there. You know, a more experienced player probably would have backed off a little bit and not to show the aggression that would allow him to get
cannot make that free throw. And Demetrius Johnson atones for his mistake by rebounding that into traffic. So Stalega dribbles the ball with 2:27 left in the game. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Escobedo, good bounce pass in rhythm to Stalega, and it is up and in. So 4-point game.
Right now, that Falcons defense needs to add some more hustle. They're just letting these guys walk in and make these easy baskets.
And the momentum has switched here, folks. I mean, we got the Mendocino man, Stalega, being more aggressive, getting to the court.
Good back cut from Smith, in rhythm, 3-point shot, and that is a huge shot from Donovan Smith.
Much needed points from Donovan Smith.
A big 3 there by Smith, putting the team on his back, being the leader that he is, been all over the court tonight, rebounding, scoring, steals. I mean, what else haven't this young, dynamic diaper dandies done?
And Donovan Smith enjoying a huge game. I'm going to tell you a little story. Before the women's game, Donovan Smith actually came up to our own Greg Poff, and he talked to him. Greg congratulated him on his 33-point game, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. He was like, hey, if you do well this game, we're going to interview you.
Yeah.
Maybe that added a little fire to Donovan Smith.
I think
because he has played a heck of a game so far.
He's played a tremendous game. I mean, like I said earlier, he's been all over the court. He's doing things that's showing that, hey, he's a leader. No matter the record, he's going to give 110% night in and night out. And that's all you can ask for out your star player.
And I would say if we do have a post-game interview, if Solano goes on to win it, Kareem, I think Donovan Smith's your man.
I think he's my best buy guy.
So Stalega guarded by Donovan Smith. Smith over to Turkvan. Turkvan drives on Cox, goes past him, goes reverse layup.
late whistle there. I mean, he had already attempted to lay up and missed it, and then we got the whistle after the play. So seems like the ref was waiting to see if the ball was going in or not.
But hey, Solano gets a lucky break. That call could have been on Corey Cox. That could have been his 5th. Lucky it was on LeJean Sewell.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
So
But as we watch, and Ronnie Turkovan has made his first free throw. If they miss a single free throw, that could deflate this team. So I look for the Mendocino Eagles to make all their free throws.
That's
as we
what
just
we
saw.
call a broadcaster's jinx, Marvell. What they need to do is make all the free throws. Clank. So Smith with the ball, he is fouled, and that puts them over the double bonus. So Smith will be at the line shooting 2.
Yeah, a little inadvertent head bunt there by Turvan Jr. He's kind of shook up there, and see if Donovan Smith can get to the line and put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, with under 2 minutes to go in the 6-point lead.
So a lot of mental mistakes now on the Mendocino side of things. You wouldn't expect that from a team that was rolling like that.
Yeah, I mean, they got back into the game. The momentum had sort of swung in their favor, and the Falcon man was able to stop the bleed and get a bucket, and now the tide has turned. And with this free throw, they can go up 8.
And there's a good look from one of our rookie cameramen, Dell, on Donovan Smith.
Nice work by the rook out there.
You missed the camera, Marvell? You like being behind the mic a little bit more?
I do miss it a little bit, but I like being up here with you guys a little bit more.
We enjoy having
We
you.
enjoy
You're doing a great
man.
job.
Definitely.
So Escobedo into Chris Ketter. It's a move. And talking about pulling the chair, Donovan Smith does that to Chris Ketter.
Yeah, he did. And Chris Ketter's been quiet here in the second half. Got in foul trouble. Wasn't able to get back in the rhythm of the game. And now he
swarms Corey Cox, and he's going to be called for a foul, and he cannot believe it. Cox looked like he just simply slipped on the ground and took Ketter with him, but Ketter will be called for the foul.
And
So
that's
2
almost,
free throws.
yeah, it's like the third foul of Ketter that's been kind of questionable. And I can understand his frustration out there. He's not able to be aggressive and get his team back into the game. So it's been a tough night for Ketter.
And that foul puts him at 5, so Chris Ketter is out of this game. The
Wow.
leading scorer.
And that's a huge loss for this Mendocino team.
He was early on. He was doing everything. He was really effective in the post. He was hitting threes in the corner, but midway through, he just started getting into foul trouble. And
Yeah.
if you can't get on the court, you can't make an impact.
Can't make an impact. And when you get into foul trouble and you come back on, like you alluded to earlier, you're not in the flow of the game. You still kind of dry. A pass went off his leg earlier on the baseline here. So tough time for Ketter now that he has fouled out.
So Cox making those free throws makes it a 10-point game, double digits with 1:15 left in this ball game. Demetrius Johnson goes behind the back, drives it, and lays it up and in.
Nice move there by the freshman. Let's see if the Mendocino man is going to put some pressure on the ball to try to get a turnover
Right
here.
on cue, they start trapping the ball. Donovan Smith has the ball. Wheels it over to Sewell. Sewell to Cox. Cox to Smith. And looked for Solano to start milking some clock with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Cox dribbles around. Past Demetrius Johnson's swarming defense. They double him, Escobedo. And it's a timeout from Coach Nagel. Saw his guy in trouble.
Stall's guy in trouble. Got a TO there, 20-second timeout, just to get him out of that situation that he was in. But with an 8-point lead and 42 seconds to go, the Falcon men are in pretty good shape here.
Pretty good shape.
They're
It
in
would
good
take a
shape.
collapse of historic proportions for Mendocino to come in.
Hey, well, we
And
have
take the
seen
stand.
it, the likes of Reggie Miller back against the Knicks being down 8 with less than 6 seconds to go to push that game to overtime and win it in the Madison Square Garden.
And hey, Escobedo shoots as many threes as Reggie does.
Yeah. But
not the accuracy.
not
of
quite
course.
the touch. I was just going to say not quite the touch.
But one thing that the Falcons will have to pay attention to is when they get back on defense, they have to put somebody on him. A lot of times after getting the offensive rebound, he will be all by himself in a corner.
Yeah.
You can't have that if you're the Solano Falcons right now. You have to make sure every person has a man and that they stick to him.
Definitely. You don't want to fall asleep. You don't want to allow the Mendocino man to get an easy three or easy bucket going to the hole. Definitely protect the ball. They had some ill-advised turnovers early in the game. Throughout this game, they should have double-digit turnovers. So if they can protect the ball in this last minute, I think they can prevail with their first home victory of the season.
So 9 seconds left on the shot clock with Andrew Brinston taking the ball out, being guarded by Escobedo. I want to go Spanish. Escobedo.
Bedo.
Donovan Smith for 3. And that is a cherry on top.
Just on fire tonight.
And that may be the nail.
I want to start a new nickname for him, D3, because his three-point shot is sweet, folks.
Man, hey, it is nice. And when he shoots under control, he has a nice arc to it, nothing but twilight.
And just as you said, Kareem, that might have been the nail in the coffin. Right now, it's 38.5 seconds, 79-68 Falcons. This game might be over.
So Stalega trying to get some offense quickly, gets it to Escobedo, not shy about the 3. Short, good rebound by Johnson. Aggressive rebound. Corey Cox rebounded, fouled by Escobedo.
Another foul by the Eagle men here, and coming down the stretch, I think that the Falcon men was able to have more energy, and they kept the lead at a cushion where the Minnesota men could not get back into this game.
No. So Corey Cox at the line. Makes the first free throw.
Get some playing time here for Jesse Carey. He's getting in. A little PT for the bench there.
Yeah, big man, forward, number 21, Jesse Carey. Nails the second, Corey Cox. Very impressive free throw shooting tonight from Corey Cox, getting to the line a lot and capitalizing on that opportunity.
Yes. High percentage free throwers for the Falcon men tonight.
So Crabtree with the 3. Big ups from Demetrius Johnson with that tip-in.
Nice tip-in, nice elevation sensation.
So Escobedo fouls Donovan Smith, so he'll get a little bit more padding on that resume of that stat line. So he's going to shoot 2 free throws here in just a bit with 16.2 seconds left in the game. Solano's leading 81-70. He is short on the first free throw.
A little short on the free throw, probably a little bit leery and tired from all the energy he's been exerting throughout this game.
I think we could give him a pass for being
Definitely,
short on a free throw.
definitely.
As he makes up for it with the second free throw is good. And so it is 82-70, not 83, as the screen shows you. The ball is dribbled off of Johnson's foot. He squares up, shoots the 3. It is going to be short. And Sewell's going to let it dribble out of bounds, so 7.7 seconds left in this game. And Solano is going to wrap up their first home win of the season. Going to move their record overall to 5-12. The clock has not started, and Cox alerting the bench over there about that. And with that, that's the ball game. The final score is Solano 82, Mendocino 70. Marvell, what did you see from Solano that was a key for their victory?
One key about this game that went in the favor of the Solano Falcons was they continued to get rebounds. I can't tell you how crucial that is for a basketball team to win a game. You have to get the rebounds, and you have to seize opportunities when it presents itself.
So, Kareem, what's the takeaway Solano can get from this victory for the rest of the season?
Just momentum. I mean, they played great against Alameda the other night. Donovan Smith had a spectacular game with 33 points and 10 rebounds, 6 and 9 on threes, along with 6 assists tonight. Almost exactly the same stat line, close to 30 points, double-digit rebounds, assists, steals. I mean, the guy is just a great player. So I think the Falcon men have showed a lot of energy, and if they keep up the energy and keep up the cohesion that they have showed the last 2 games, they played a lot better than a 5-12 team. So let's see what they do down the stretch the rest of this year.
And we'll find out exactly the stats that Donovan Smith put up, and I believe you'll have an interview with Donovan Smith right after this short break. So stick around, folks, with that, with Kareem Walton and Donovan Smith.
Hi, I'm Kareem Walton here with Donovan Smith. Today's Best Buy player of the game had 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists, man. What was the keys to today's game?
I feel like we just needed to stay calm, play with confidence, and be able to get the job done.
Definitely, man. Having a great game against Alameda last game, 33-10, 6-9 from three-point line. You backed that up today with another great game. So what do you see going forward for this team, man?
I just feel like it's a lot of confidence right now. We're playing with a lot of confidence, and I feel like we just need to be patient on offense and really close out the shooters and really get after that on the defensive end.
Definitely, man. Well, there you have it. Solano Falcon Man first home win today. The score was 82-70. I'm here with the Best Buy player of the game, Donovan Smith. I'm Kareem Walton with Brian Nelson and Marvell Bluford here at the SESN. Thanks for having us. Have a good night.